There
You
we go.
there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now we're both live, and you can check if you go to this link on your iPad. Let me see if this is possible. Okay, I'm gonna text it over to you on Slack. That's the live link that publicly people will see.
Okay.
So what I did there is I did everything that you did, right? And then at the top of the Hangout window, there's just a invite people, and I just grabbed the URL from the invite people and I put it into Slack, and that's how you're on.
Okay.
And then, yeah, like I can do things basically. If I click on your picture at the bottom, I can put you as the presenter. So now I can see your face and I'm in the bottom, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, it swaps automatically based on who's talking.
Okay.
So now if I take it off.
It does it automatically based on who's talking? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think so. So say something.
Hello, hello.
Let's see, hold on. Oh yeah, and I can adjust your.
And you're doing this through Google Hangout or YouTube?
Okay, so this is the thing. They're kind of the same in that I created the stream in YouTube the way that you did, right?
Okay.
And then when I said go live, it brought up the Hangout window just like it did for you, right?
Yeah.
You're at the top of the window, you see those little like the cell phone tower 4-bar thing, the camera on and off, the mic on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have another one that says invite people with a little plus symbol. I don't think you have that, do you?
No.
Yeah. So you don't have the plus symbol, but if you created the stream, then you would be the inviter and you could invite people.
Okay.
That makes sense. And then, but like you got to make sure that the camera's on and your sound is on.
Yeah.
Right. So if you look at it now, we're swapping back and forth depending on who's talking.
Okay.
So when you talk, but you can say something.
Hello, hello.
Do you see that it takes the camera onto you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I can change that by going to the bottom and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna have you present, and now your face is up there and mine's not, even though I'm talking.
Okay.
All right, so if you wanted to interview somebody, you could do it like that, or you could swap back and forth, or and then there's some tools on the left. The green tool, can you see the green tool? It's screen share. You can share your screen. The chat, I don't really understand because the chat, okay, so the chat is only for me and you here. As I understand it, nobody else can see that.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's true. Yeah, so chat is basically for the people in here. It's just like a normal Google Hangout. But the chat for the public is on that page. It's either on the watch page, which is public, or better on the live control room.
Okay.
So you want to have the live control room up, and you want to have your window up.
Okay, makes sense.
And the other thing is try to look at the camera as opposed to your face.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you look at now, you look at the camera. That feels way, 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 way better. It doesn't feel better to you. So yeah. So basically, like you can be like, cool. I'm gonna look at some questions. You look at the questions, whatever. But one of the things that's helpful is don't have your window be really like your Hangout window. Like, see how I'm not looking at you right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna make the window real small. And I put it right underneath the camera, and now it's not that bad, right? Like I'm looking at you, but I'm close to the camera, because really the Hangout window is not the important window, right? You don't need to stare at yourself, right?
Yeah.
The important window is the live control room, and that has
because I mean, that means I definitely do it on a computer, not iPad, because it's like,
right.
Here's the camera, and then over here is where I see you and everything you'd be typing. So.
Right. So I'm gonna pop out the chat. So now I have the chat open, right? And I put even the chat. I try to line these things up so that they're close to the camera, so that I'm not like looking too far away. But like now I have the chat open, and if you chat with me, actually you can't. So go to the live page, which is the second link I gave you. Did you jump in there and then chat with me there?
Hold on. The YouTube?
Yep, the YouTube link.
Hold on.
You there? Oh, it looks like you dropped off there. Okay, so
you couldn't hear me when I switched over, could you?
I couldn't hear you. No.
Could you see me?
Oh, you dropped. No, you dropped off for a second. Why?
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I've got to do it. I'm still on my iPad. I've just got to do it all through my computer because it won't allow me to have both things going at one time.
Right, right. But you were able to open up that window and see me broadcasting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's what everybody else sees. And if you were to chat with me there, I would see. I didn't see your chat. Did you chat with me there? No, you didn't say anything. But like, that's where you get all the questions.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I'm trying to think about you. I mean, it's possible for you to even say, hey, like, you could bring somebody live. Like, you could say, hey, if you have a camera and you want to jump on here with me, you know, what you do is you basically copy the Hangout link.
Yeah.
And you give them the Hangout link, and then you chat with them just like I'm chatting with you. So you could, let's say you're a customer or whatever, you know, and I said, okay, cool, let's chat about it live. Then you could grab that URL.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, and I give them the Hangout link, and if they, you know, it might be. I don't think you should do that up front. We can play around with it. It's a little bit more advanced in terms of like you're depending on them to be savvy enough to like jump over and understand that. But
yeah.
Yeah, so you have all the power to do it now. What I would say is that I think we should do one this Tuesday where you flop it, right? Instead of, we still do it with 2 people, but you're the presenter, I'll just be in the corner. So you will be the main. Oh, there you go. So you'll be the main person, and I'll just be in the corner, and you know, I can help feed you questions, whatever. But you're gonna do all the setup. That way, we're kind of like, you know, moving that in that direction.
Okay. Well, yeah. I need to play around with it a ton more, get comfortable with it. But
like this, we've been doing this now for a couple months, so it's taken a while for us as well. If you notice, like our live stream, you know, we screwed up so many times so far.
Yeah.
So it's getting better, but like, yeah.
But yeah, well, let me go through and try to set it up, and then you can come through and correct it right before if you need to.
Yep. I would also say, do you have a standing desk?
No, but I can put everything up to where I'm standing in front of it.
Yeah, like it's good. If you have something where you're like roughly like I'm at eye height, so it looks a little bit better in terms of like me interacting with you, right? Yeah. Whereas otherwise I'm like this, you know, kind of like looking down at you, or the other way around. Yeah. So if you can get a situation where you can put it on a desk or whatever, I guess you can't do it in your lobby, can you?
I might be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, I can play around and move stuff around to where it fits what you're
Because the lighting in your lobby is awesome, like that light coming in from there. So if you're facing the door and you could be like, you know, even let's say that you had it on that counter, the little bench counter thing, you know, and if it depends on how the other people you work with feel about it, but like if people walk by in the background, it doesn't matter. You're working professional, so you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I think as long as your focus can be continuous there, like I think it's a good space. Otherwise, not a big deal. Like, you know, let's just start doing this in 2-3 weeks time. We'll have it down. I want to impress upon you that make sure to pitch your product, right? Both the gait analysis and the other thing. What you can do is you can do something like this. You can go pull up a window and when I'm I will screen share that.
And you're talking about pitching it like while we're on, right?
Yeah. So now if you look at our stream, I got this page up here, and I can talk through it. Right?
Yeah.
This is actually a great thing to. Let me see. What does this look like? Yeah. So like then I can talk through it. I will say you don't want to go too long on a live stream without your face in it.
Okay.
So this does not really allow for picture-in-picture, I don't think, does it?
What's that?
I don't think it allows for picture-in-picture. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So you can show things, but like go back to your face as the primary thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, unless you're kind of moving through stuff, go back to your face. Yeah, this works pretty well, man. I think that this should be great. If you can get a situation where you can like get a little space and we can start doing this regularly, play around with it. If you want to talk about it more on Monday or whatever and try this out, that's great.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, it was almost like instant success, I think, from people scheduling. I mean, there was even people scheduling like multiple appointments in a row because they wanted to do an injury consult and then a gait analysis. So they were blocking hours at a time, which is cool.
Awesome, dude. That's great. It's perfect. Yeah, and in that way, you should build them as separate things.
Well, yeah, I mean, they pay for them separate. Like they'll do the 65 and then 75.
Right, because they view it as being separate, right? So like you can, if you're in an injury consultation, be like, yeah, we can do a gait analysis. Maybe we haven't run into this problem yet, but at some point maybe we can say like, if you're doing a gait analysis, you can have an extra thing. If you're like, hey, I want, you can sell to them again for $50 or whatever for a little bit less. But for right now, I think the price is good, but we need to move the prices up, not down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I think for me, I just need to go back through everything you just showed me so I get comfortable with it, and then.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll be good to go.
You can honestly, you could do this with your wife, a friend, whatever it is. Test it out. You do it with me on Monday, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man. Well, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
for sure.
Time on a Saturday.
No worries, dude. It's 7 days a week here.
Yeah. Well, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.